Good day, mate. Happy New Year! As you can see, new year, new look, new car. Well, how cute is that? It's not my car, but how I wish it is my car. Well, I have something that I filmed a month ago. The first week of December, I vlogged it. But I'm just gonna share it with you because it took me a long time to edit it, guys. And why it took me so long to edit it, because I wanted to be as nice as possible. Like, I don't want to ruffle some feathers as much as I can. Although, I don't know, whatever I say, I think you will offend somebody, isn't it? So I decided I'm gonna share it anyway. I hope you will enjoy this vlog. And at least I've shared some insights of life abroad. And to be completely honest with you guys, I don't care now if I'm gonna be in YouTube for a long time or I'll quit tomorrow. But I feel like I've done my job. And it's up to you now. Do you want to be famous? If you have been following my Facebook page, I don't have Instagram and TikTok. It's because for the reason that I am not yet prepared to be famous. And that means more followers, guys, meaning more haters. And at the moment, I have been micromanaging my life, which means I am just prioritizing my mental and physical health at the moment. And I don't have time managing the negative Nancy's out there. So I'm okay where I am. It's okay if I don't grow my followers, as long as the ones that I've got now, like you. Me and you are in the same path of healing, open minds, and awareness. I think when you hear the last part of my vlog, you will know that I'm not into popularity and more followers, because not a lot of people wants to hear the truth. It's like they want to live in this bubble of fantasy. You know, I've been there before, and it's okay. It's just, where do you want to be in your life? That's all that matters. Your truth. And if you're okay with a blurry truth, it's okay too. The thing is, we can't stop people from thinking what they want to think, guys. Some people want the truth, no matter how painful it is, and some people just want to stay where they are, and it's okay too. We have our own journey, and sometimes we just don't want to change, and it's okay. Which means we are in the same frequency. That means that we are in the same mindset and open to new ideas. Being a content creator, guys, is like being a gardener, and you would plant the flowers that are specific flowers that you want in your life. It's like the flowers is the content, so that you will attract the kind of bees, the kind of insects that are good for your garden. And it is my goal to attract those in the same frequency as me, you know. It's like, this is also how you attract your ideal partner in life. You want your ideal partner to show up in your life, you need to be that person first, so you are in the same frequency. You know what I mean? For example, I can only plant flowers that are exactly the same as my inner environment. If I promote hate and anger, that means inside I also have hate and anger, which means I also attract hate and anger. I think the technical term for that is niche. So some people likes farming, like my husband, and I like healing vlogs. People who are drawn to me are the people who likes animals and nature, and who likes authenticity, because what I show you is who I am in real life. And some people go to YouTube for entertainment only. Sometimes I also follow people who makes me laugh. Why did you join YouTube? I have a full story about why I joined YouTube and who are the people who inspired me to join and who pushed me to join YouTube. So you can tap here or here and it will take you to that video, or the link will be shown at the end of this video. On the other hand, my first calling, I never told anyone yet. Before the pandemic, there was a huge wildfire here in Australia, and there's a lot of people who lost their homes. It was really, really bad, but it was only with few states here in Australia. But in the news, it's like, oh, Australia is burning down like hell. It's so ridiculous. It's so funny because at that time, my family and I were traveling from Gold Coast to Cairns. Cairns is so long, and we had to stop by to town to sleep for the night and then drive for the whole day. It's so funny because from here to Cairns, it was like raining, guys, and it's not just a spitting rain. Long story short, in the media and all over the news, everywhere, so ridiculously exaggerated. And that time, guys, I made this video. It's almost like a vlog, but I wasn't actually planning it to be a vlog. I think I said in the vlog, it's like me telling my family and friends, this is where we are. We are in Australia and it's raining so hard. And in the other parts of the states, yes, there are wildfires. But in the news, they don't say this one. So it was like somebody needs to tell the truth about what's really happening on the other side of the story. It's not only one-sided. And then there's a voice inside me that says, well, you tell the truth. And I was like, you know what I mean? Don't be ridiculous. Why me? At that time, there is no way I'm going to be a content creator in YouTube because I was so scared about the security of my kids, sex offenders especially, and I didn't want them to get exposed. And stalkers, guys. I am afraid of stalkers. What is a common misconception about marrying a white man? When I was very young, 16 or 17, I always liked blue-eyed guys. And I said, when I grow up, I'm gonna marry a blue-eyed man. And I only dated guys who are 1 year or 2 older than me. I never was attracted to older men. That means these people are, you know, like working like normal people. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to be one of those people who stereotype people, but it only happens when you're not aware and there's not a lot of awareness in your surroundings. For example, if you grew up in a small town and you know what they say about little fish in a little pond, even sharks that grows how many feet, if you put it in a small pond or in a small space, it won't grow. It's like that with awareness. I only have the truth of what is reality when I actually dated white men. And that is why it's like if you have limited knowledge about something, you open your mind to other realities or other information or knowledge, then you gain more realities. For example, like what I've said, I used to be one of those women, or I was a girl before. I thought, yeah, when it's a white man, they have lots of money. But guys, when I first came here in Australia, there are like white men who cleans the floor. So what I meant with that is that they have low paying income. In general, how can we, especially we Asians, think that these white men are rich when just like us, you know, low paying people, high paying people, white collar jobs, blue collar jobs. Now that my reality has expanded because I've experienced these things, I've been in the situation, so I can tell you my truth, so I can tell you the reality, what is real. I mean, no offense guys, I was a small town girl, and nowadays there are lots of information like internet. You can have tons and tons of information everywhere, especially if you like to research. I like to research, but during my time there's just none, so my knowledge was limited. That's what I meant about being in a small pond. And this is why also I think it's important that channels like mine who's into true life, like speaking the truth about life abroad, will bring people like you into this reality. And it also speaks to my personality, guys, which is I don't like being a slave to anything. Credit card is only useful if it's a necessity. I never use credit cards just to please other people, even my parents, because my parents are very open-minded in a sense because they don't want me to suffer. One thing you can do if you're a parent is to support your kids and not be a burden to your kids. And if they ask money from me, which I don't because I don't have a job, then they will be a burden. Now, there are 3 types of people from abroad. Number 1 is the people pleaser. Number 2 is the faker. And number 3 are the authentic people. I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to be the people pleaser, which means that I'm gonna use my credit card to please other people, but I'm gonna pay for it for a year or 2. Like, why? First thing, if you do this, is the person that you're gonna do it with, are they gonna do the same for you? Because I had a huge fallout with my childhood friend because until now I'm still sad about it, but I gave her a really expensive perfume and I've never ever bought an expensive present for anyone except her because she was so special to me. And money is energy, guys. Then after a few years I asked for a favor and it was not given to me. So this is my point about be mindful of who you give your energy to. Money is energy. I worked hard for that money. And to think, guys, that I was earning peanuts that time. My salary in Dubai was the salary of a yaya or a maid. And she had a white collar job in the Philippines. So it's like she's earning more than me, guys. So why do I have to give more of my energy to her when she couldn't even give me half of it? So that's why our friendship collapsed, because it's not balanced. From that time on, guys, I realized, why am I living a lie? You don't need to eat dog poop just because everybody's eating it. Everybody thinks that when you're living abroad, then you have lots of money. Everybody thinks that when you have a white husband, you're rich. One of my abundance in life is having a very, very loving family. And what I meant is that I have 2 aunties. The last time I went home, they gave me a party for my birthday. And they understand my situation. I never even told them my situation, but they just have this knowing and they have all this love to give. I might be the only person from abroad, guys, who gets sent by parents for birthdays. Like the last time I sent money for my parents was when I was in Dubai. It's 10 years ago. That was the last time because I had money to give. I had a job. But when I started to have family, we are a 1-income family. So that means if we have savings, it's just a little savings. And everything here in Australia everything is expensive. And we have 2 kids. How many people abroad who has that kind of parents, who understands how it feels like? That's why when I speak about blessings, I always start with my family. And I have been dying to share this with you ever since I joined YouTube 2 years ago, just waiting for the right time, like right now, to actually tell you my truth. Most of my friends here, guys, feel the same. There's so much pressure from us here abroad, especially in Australia where everything is expensive. I mean, these are people who can't even, give time to
ask us, how are you? Look in the eyes and ask, how are you? There was a time in Dubai where I lost my job, and I didn't have a job for a whole year because I don't have my passport. And when I came home, the first thing my uncle told me, why is it that you came from abroad and we're still drinking tanduay? It's a cheap alcohol, guys. He said, where's the fundador? Where's the black label? And then he didn't even ask me if I have a job. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm embarrassed that I don't have anything to give.
I mean, when I had 2 jobs in Dubai, I had lots of savings, and that's the time when I gave, because I have something to give. I realized that if you have nothing to give, then why do you have to please other people? What's the point? That's the time I said, I don't care anymore what people think about me. If they think that I'm a snob or I changed because I was living abroad, I stopped caring what other people think of me, guys. We're only in this world for a short time. If we have been pleasing people all our lives, and that means we have been in this earth just to please people, where's the justice in that? I mean, how about ourselves? How do we please ourselves? I'm gonna make myself happy by not pleasing other people or using my credit card just to make them happy. No, it needs to stop. I need to take care of myself and my family first. And then if there's extra blessing, then I can give. So that's what I did. I get emotional now because this is a pent-up energy, guys. I have been trying to tell people about this reality for a long time, and I just didn't have the courage. So this pent-up energy had been here for a long time, and somebody needs to say it, the plain truth about living abroad. People will tell you lies. These people who will paint a perfect picture so that you will believe, but these are people who just like they have a facade life. It's like this is what they want you to see. Like in Facebook, Instagram, the pictures that you only see are the happy moments because that's what you want them to see. But people like me who are living in authentic life now, it's like this is the truth, whether you accept it or not. I've learned my lesson already. It's okay to be a giver, but it is not healthy to overgive just to please people. No more. We only live once, and we need to enjoy in this world, guys. This is what I want Filipinos to see, especially Asians or whatever nationality you are. There's a lot of stories that you don't see. What you see mostly is the success stories and the lies. Don't get me wrong, there are people abroad who are very successful financially. They're very lucky to be great in the financial aspect of their lives. You also have to know, guys, that happiness is not always money. There are lots of people who would show off what they have because at time they think that's the definition of happiness, and it's okay. You know, if that's your truth, good for you. But I have found my truth. My family and I are in this bubble of truth that love is love. At the end of the day, guys, money is just money. Yes, it is important, but you can be the richest man in the world, but nobody loves you. You'll be surrounded with money and you don't have a family who supports you. You still feel empty. On the other hand, there are lots of us Filipinos who doesn't have a lot, but we have our family, and that's why we smile, because love is very powerful, guys. It's a very powerful energy, and when you have love and if you love yourself, then you don't need anything. You can be in the woods living by yourself, content. Are you content? That's the important question in life. If you're content of what you have, even when you're there in the mountains in the Philippines eating vegetables,
and bathing in a clean water in the river. If you're content with that, then you're happy. Money, material thing is external energy, guys. It means nothing if you're empty inside. Not all you see is picture perfect. And what you see and what people tell you is not always the truth. And I'm sorry for bringing this out and telling you the black and white. Be sensitive to other people too, guys. One truth is not everybody's truth. One story is not everybody's story. And I'm talking about, if you heard one success story, it doesn't mean that everybody's got the same story. What I'm trying to say is just come from a place of love and understanding, and just be mindful. Thank you all for taking time to listen to my truth, for having an open mind today. Maybe it's time for us to stop stereotyping people, because it is not based on the truth. It is based on other people's perception, and others people's perception, it's not necessarily the truth. If you have any more questions about life abroad, please let me know and comment down below after you watch my vlog. Love and lights. Hope you enjoyed this vlog.